for more on this, let's bring in astronaut in training, Per Wimmer. He joins me now from London. Per, good to speak to you about this. Why is this mission significant? What do commercial flights into space actually look to achieve?
It's very significant because it's the first time you have a sort of purely commercial flight going to the International Space Station. So it is a natural evolution all the way back to the very first private space flight where Dennis Tito in 2001 went up into space. I was actually on the launch pad there literally 10 minutes before Dennis took off on the Soyuz rocket in Kazakhstan. So we've come a long way, 2022, and now we're set we can do this alone, purely commercial, to the International Space Station. But it's also reflection of what's going on in space. We've seen a massive amount of capital going into the sector. Last year, about $15 billion of private capital going into the space sector, which is roughly the equivalent of the NASA budget. So very, very significant changes. And I think the private sector has a lot to bring to the exploration and further research and development within space.
Yeah, that's a lot of money that's going into that type of development. This team that's going up, hopefully today, what will they actually be doing on the ISS?
Yeah, interesting enough, they will be doing some research, particularly on how the brain evolves in space, what it does and how it functions, and what's different to having a human brain in space versus on planet Earth. And they would also be supporting one of the a charity in honor of Ilan Ramon, who was unfortunately a casualty when the Columbia Space Shuttle fell down in 2003. So there's also a bit of history back to NASA and back to that terrible accident where all the astronauts unfortunately died. But so there'll be support and memory of that, respect for the history, as well as looking forward with some new brain research, which hopefully will further our efforts on medical science here on planet Earth. And that is what space can do. It can improve medical science, it can improve telecom, internet with the Starlink system that Elon Musk has got going on. We can do a lot in space because space is difficult and it helps solve problems on planet Earth. During the Apollo program, that is the whole expenditure of the Apollo program ended up effectively creating Silicon Valley, and look where that's taking us in terms of technology. So space is very, very important from an R&D perspective.
I'd love to chat some more, but we've run out of time. Per Wimmer, thank you so much for talking to us about the importance of this mission set to launch on Friday. Thanks, Per.